Hi everyone, I'm going to build my TinyPICO Nano Rev2. So I'm going to need to get a stencil set up for it, and because these are 1mm thickness PCBs, I can't use my standard PCBs that I normally use to put around them to stencil it because there's a bit of a lip. So I had an idea. I've got a 3D printer. So why not 3D print a 1mm thick stencil holder? And now I have a holder for the PCB. How cool is that? And it's a bit of a tight fit, and I left a bit of a gap at the bottom so I can grab my tweezers and flick it up if I need to. My trusty blue painter's tape, which I use for everything. Now I'm going to attempt to put this together without a microscope and without my magnifying glass. That way I can do it on camera for everyone. And I know that sounds a little bit crazy, but that's what I'm going to do. What's the worst that could possibly happen? We'll only need a small amount of paste. Nerd perks. Boy, does that get a lot of use. Make sure the board doesn't stick. Wow, that looks pretty good. That looks excellent. So let's just get this out. Let's take this away. It's time to assemble this board. Okay, I've got all my passives on here. They're pretty small. Not sure if you can even see any of them. Julian thought they were grains of sand at 0603. Let's not even talk about 0402. Okay, so I need to put this board together. Where shall we start? Probably with this MOSFET that is just impossible to even see the correct orientation on. It's this tiny thing here. Okay, and I'm pretty sure it goes this way. As I said, I cannot see what I'm doing. I do not have my microscope or my magnifying glass set up. So I'm hoping surface tension will fix any mistakes I make, because there's going to be a few. And here we go. Oh, nice and toasty. Have to give it a bit of a once over. So before anyone freaks out, yes, I put the little LED on before I put it in the oven. I was about to load it in the oven and I went, oh, no LED. Well, there is now. Let's get closer. So these two caps are no longer touching each other, which is perfect. These have all aligned pretty well. I think the MOSFET's on straight. It looks like it's on straight. Everything has righted itself. It actually looks pretty good. Wow. So I guess I need to put some power to it. I'm going to just check the outside of the Pico first before I do, just for any shorts. But something to consider now is that even though I put power to this, I'm not going to be able to know if it works or not until I build one of my programmers, and I haven't built a programmer yet. So I'm going to have to do that before I can see if I can program it. But I should be able to at least get the power LED to come up if I power it from 5 volts. But first I want to have a look at the Pico and make sure there are no shorts. Okay, the Pico looks good. I think it's time to put some power on it. I'm nervous. Boy am I nervous. I'm going to use my multimeter probes because they're really sharp and they've got really good contacts on them and nice and springy. I've got my bench supply turned on, 5.1 volts, current limited to 500 milliamps. And let's see if we get some power or blue smoke. So that's ground, 5 volts. Well, we've got a power light. Let's hold it for a bit and see if any smoke happens. Now it's gone to 18, so obviously the Pico's booted because it should be sitting around 18 to 20 milliamps. But that's pretty cool. We have a working board, no shorts, no smoke, and a powering Pico. I can tell from the power being pulled. So it's time to build a programmer. I have a confession to make, folks. I have not built one of my programmers yet. I've been sitting on them for 2 weeks, and because I didn't have a working Nano, I haven't bothered seeing if these work. I guess we need to find out. So I'm going to stencil one up and see if it works. Doing it live on the recording. There's no shenanigans here, folks. It's all real. So just to refresh your memory, this is the USB side. So it's got a CP2104, it's got the USB connector, it's got the auto reset, it's got the 5 volts coming through, and the idea is to do this and then put the pogo pins on, and then assuming I can even get them on, and see if we can both power and program the Nano. Okay, I hope that's lined up. That looks awesome. I've not even got the parts out for this yet. Okay, so that should be everything we need. I will let these pads reflow and then I'll put them on with my jig if I can. Okay, let's get that in the oven. And there we go. Another reflow. Can't decide if it looks like the CP is on it. Oh yeah, I think it's just the lighting. That's cooling down. Otherwise everything else looks like it's on. Plenty of solder on the pads here. Okay. So, need to see if there are any shorts on the CP2104. There might be a couple. So let's have a look now. The top corner here, you might notice what looks like a short just under the cap on the side here. That is actually correct. That's supposed to be a short. They're supposed to be connected. And everything else looks good. So, I might just run some power through it first and see what happens before I plug it into the USB. But if I plug into the USB, it should show up as a slab serial device in the Arduino IDE, and that'll be a good step to knowing whether it's going to work. But I'll power it from my bench supply first, and just make sure I get these the right way around. Top is 5 volts, ground is the bottom. You can actually see there the labels. So ground, 5 volts, no power. No power to the LED, no current being pulled. I wonder why that is. Interesting. Okay. Let's see if we do it from here. Nope, nothing. That is not good. I wonder why. Okay, we need to do some investigation. Make sure we've got no shorts or anything. So let me just get my meter. Okay. The first time I've done this today. Okay. Okay, no short there. Okay, no shorts. Nope. Okay, ground to ground is fine. And 5 volt to 5 volt is fine. So, why do we not have any power going through? Maybe I will plug the USB power in anyway, just to see what happens. Dun, dun, dun. Should also check that the LED is the right way around, because you know it wouldn't be the first time I put an LED on backwards. It's not lighting up at all. Why is the LED not lighting up? Wow, I can't even get the LED to light up. I wonder if I just shorted it by putting power on it. I need to take this LED off. So I wonder, I mean there's no short. I'm going to take this LED off. Oh, there's always something, isn't there, folks? Always something. Hot air gun to the rescue. I have a feeling I've got the LED on the back to front as usual. Although I thought I checked it, but clearly not. Okay, let me just check it again. Let it cool down. I can definitely see the green marking. Oh, it is lighting up, and it was on the right way. So how does that work? Oh boy, okay. I'm going to put it back down. Hot air it back on again. It's definitely working, and it's definitely the right way. So let's try this again. Wouldn't be one of my videos or streams if there wasn't drama. Okay, I'm going to take it off. I'm going to try to light it up again. Ground. Okay, now it's powering up. That's really weird. Any blue smoke? No, it's only pulling 1 milliamp. Okay, so that's good. We have no blue smoke. Let's plug USB in. Okay, well it's lighting up now. Let's go to the Arduino IDE. Let's go Tools. It's recognizing the serial. Sees it as a device. So let's unplug it. Okay, one more step to do now. Here's my holder. And remember I have to double up to get it level and to be able to solder on it. So these bumps are going to be interesting to align pogo pins on. And this is really the only thing I can do right now is the pogo pins. So I'm going to somehow work out how I can get them on. I've got stuff all around the place here. I'm going to do my best to try to get some pogo pins on this. I cannot get any closer. I need some of these spear tip ones, and I mentioned that I ordered some more on my Nano stream that I did, but I haven't got them yet, so I'm going to have to go with these for now, which are a little bit wider than what I was hoping for. A little bit thicker, I should say. I'm going to somehow try to get these in. So the way they work is, let's just turn one around. The end of the holder here, it's got some little grooves for the pins to sit in. So they kind of sit like that. And the idea is to solder each one on like this. Oh yeah, I don't even know how that's going to work. We'll try it. I'll see if I can get one on first. So the little clips at the end of the tips go in, and soldering here should make them all aligned properly. Should. Famous last words. I cannot promise anything. What I can promise is this is going to be a disaster, most likely. But you only live once, right? I'm going to do it without the middle. The question is, can I hold it still? And will there be enough solder to hold it? Like, I don't know if that's going to be enough solder to make it mechanically sound. And of course I'm about to mix leaded and unleaded, so... So I'm not sure how straight it looks. I think this first one is sitting back a bit too far. And the next one as well. Definitely don't want them touching. I think that third one is touching the second one. Right. Really can't tell if they're touching or not. Definitely going to need to look through here. They're completely bridged. Damn. Okay. I don't know how I'm going to fix that. Maybe some flux. So pins 2 and 3. This is just too small an area to work in, I think. I think that might be good. I think. So, let's pull it out and see if it even comes out now. Or is it melted? It might have melted the PLA. Let's find out. Whoa, it's not looking good. Or is it stuck to the board below? Stuck to the board below somehow. Right, because it's come through the bottom. Well, that's a bit hot. Okay, we're having maybe some success. Let's put this here. Let's make sure that we do not have any shorts. They're just not fantastic connections, and they're mechanically just not very strong. So let's see what we can do, because that is supposed to go like this to program it. What do I want to program on it? Let me get some code up. You're not going to visually be able to see anything, but if I can get some code that, for instance, blink.star, blink Wi-Fi scanner. If I try to program my Wi-Fi scanner code on there, I should be able to see in the output. So it's Pico 9600. Okay, let me see if, let's see if this is, okay, so it's powering it. See the red dot? I'm going to compile. Oh, it might have restarted my computer. Yep, it just restarted my computer. Okay. That's not good. Okay, let's let the machine reboot and we'll see what happens. I mean, it kind of looks convincing, right? Just maybe not overly practical. Okay, it's going to take a while to boot, unfortunately. Okay, the computer's restarted. It's just booting the Arduino IDE right now. You know, my machine's just not very stable at the best of times, so this might have had nothing to do with anything. But then again, it might have. So, do ASP-PICO kit. Okay, let's try this again. Probably doesn't help getting these pins lined up on camera anyway. It's a bit of a pain. Okay, that's lined up. Let's try this again, shall we? Compiling. Connecting. It's programming. Holy moly. And it's done. Reset. So now let's see if it picks up any Wi-Fi. Whoa. Keeps restarting itself. That's interesting. I wonder what that's about. Okay. Keeps doing an RTC reset. And I'm not sure why that is. With a whole lot of garbage. But it definitely programmed the chip. Let's try it again. Let's program it again. It's definitely working. Okay, it's programming. I'm just getting some garbage back and then I'm getting a reset. And I don't know what that's for. So I'm going to have to do some research into this. We have what looks like a working TinyPICO Nano, At least it powers up and I can program it, which is great. We have a programmer that seems to be working because it allows me to program the Pico. It's definitely not the most intuitive connection system or build. And I figured that was always going to be the case. And for some reason, as I said, it's not browning out. It's just not liking running. Maybe I will try some different code, some non-Wi-Fi related code, maybe. Like maybe just the blink.star code. A blink.star code is the code that makes it blink and then goes to sleep. There's nothing to blink on here though. So that's going to be interesting. It's compiling. But I should still see some output of it going to sleep and waking up. Okay, connecting, programming. And this part's great. This part's everything I wanted it to be. Okay, reset, load, entry, wake up was not caused by sleep. Okay, this is working fine, going to sleep. Let's watch it wake up. And wake up from deep sleep. Yep, wake up caused by timer. And it goes back to sleep. So that's working. So just the Wi-Fi scan isn't working. I wonder if there's a problem with my LNA pin going to the antenna. I don't know, but it's definitely working. I need to just put some standard Wi-Fi code on there, but I'll do that another time. So we have success. It's programming, it's working, I'm getting output back. It's a bit uncomfortable to sit here holding the programmer onto it just to check output. So that's a bit annoying, but I knew that was going to happen. But there we go. We have a working Nano and a working programmer. The question is, what am I going to do with it? That's the big unknown. What is this useful for? I don't know yet. Can I improve this and make it less cumbersome to build and use? Probably. Anyway, that's it. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. And if you have subbed, thank you. You're awesome. To all my patrons, you are amazing. I will catch you all next time. Bye.